it's Deb here with Country Craft Creations and Creative Life, and so today I have another project for you. A while back, I think it was when I was first with Country Craft Creations, I made these little 3x3 mini albums, and I actually ran across them over at Tracy's Treasures YouTube channel, and she had made some, I think it was for her daughter, and I went ahead and made one from using the Sugar Hollow collection from Heartfelt Creations, and then I also used the Felicity paper collection from Authentique, and they turned out really super cute. So I don't think I ever really did like a tutorial on how I made them because, you know, I just went ahead and, like I said, I was inspired by Tracy from Tracy's Treasures on how to make them. But they're really super cute, and I really like them because they are really nice to give as gifts to grandmas or aunts, you know, just to pick the kids' pictures in, or just like a memory book. But it's small enough that they can carry it with them. So if they wanted to show somebody their, pictures of their family, they have it on them. And it's, like I said, it's small enough to fit into a purse. So I thought it would be nice for me to share this with you. So I've been wanting to make one for a long time, and I just keep putting it off. And I thought this is a perfect opportunity because this paper is so darn cute. So you're going to need a 12 by 12 piece of paper, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and take this bottom part off, okay? And then you're going to need your scoreboard. And two, I really like the idea, especially because we have all this fun odds and ends from the add-on collection from the Doodlebug, and that goes with the kit. And then two, we have stickers, and we've got some borders that we can use, just really fun items that we can use for this little mini album. And okay, and then so you will need some cardboard later on, and for the front and back cover. Okay, so to make this, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and score at 3 all the way down. Again, you're using a 12 by 12 piece of paper, 3, and then you're going to score at 6, and then at 1. And then you're going to turn it, and you're going to do the same thing. So you're going to go ahead and score at 3, 6, and 9. Okay, and then that's it. So now you've got like some squares on your paper, and I'm going to keep that out. And what you're going to do is you are going to cut where your score line is. So if you wanted to, you could turn it, you could go ahead and kind of fold. If you can't see your lines, you can fold where your score lines are. Okay, just so that way you can see them. So right here is my score line, right here, and then right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into my my trimmer here. And then what we're going to do is you are going to go ahead and cut, but you're going to start at the bottom of your paper and go up to the 9, where we scored it at 9 up here. Okay, so let me go ahead and make sure that this is even with my trimmer. Put that right in the groove there. So I need to bring my little trimmer thing down here. Okay, so the first one was 3, is where we scored. That's that first line that you're going to see. That's 3. And then it was, whoops, yeah, I hope I didn't screw this up. Let me get a new blade. I will be right back. Okay, you guys. So, okay. So I think I'm okay now. Yep, I'm good. Okay. So, you'll go ahead and you'll have score lines this way as well. And you're going to go ahead and go up to where we did that 6 and then where that 9 one is, which is right here. So you'll just go up to that one and then you're going to stop. Okay. So I just need to make sure that you don't want to go over that one. Okay. And then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and bring it over again. This time you're going to start at the top of your trimmer. Okay. And you're going to go down. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my little pieces down here. Okay. And I'm going to do again the 3, the 6, and then the 9 score. Okay, and my 9 score is right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and come down all the way to my 9 score. There. That's where it's at. And then I'm going to go ahead, bring this down, and you're going to go back up again. So, and I'm just going to go back up to that 9-inch score line. Okay, so now your piece of paper looks like this, okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to fold it. So I'm going to put that there, and you're going to start with this piece first. So you're going to fold up, and I burnish mine as I go, so just want to do the same. And you want to make sure that they kind of stay straight a little bit. If they get off center, that's okay, but you don't want them too off center. Okay, so then you're going to bring that, and then you're going to go up. Okay, and you're going to go behind. Okay, and then you're going to go down. Okay. And again, I burnish mine as I'm going. Then you're going to go back and then forward. Okay, and then again, you're going to go back. And then you're going to go up. Back. Okay, so now you got your little book that looks like this, okay? And you can do whatever way. So like if you wanted these little pink spots in the front, you can do that. You know, it's totally up to you, however you want your book, okay? And your book is going to open, you know, like this. So I'm just debating on which side I really want because I like the cameras. They're so stinking cute. So I'm going to unfold mine. And I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I refolded mine, and so I went ahead and put my, because I wanted my the camera piece because it's going the opposite direction. And I wanted this to be like my opening page. So this would actually be like my first page, and then my second page, and then my third page, and so on. So I have two flaps at the end here. One is going to be attached to the chipboard, and then the other one's going to be attached to the chipboard, okay? So you should have two flaps at the end. And then for your top piece, if you wanted to do pockets, then you would have one piece here that is kind of folded, and you cannot put anything in there. Okay, that's it, but the rest of them you can. The rest of them you can turn into pockets. So that's how you know what the top is, okay, is by just this one piece here being folded. Okay, that's your top piece. Okay, so so I know that that's my top piece. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little sticky right there. And then for your pockets, how you glue them or you make your pockets, you want to open this up, okay? So like, here's your first page. You're going to glue here and then on the bottom part here. So I'm going to grab my glue, right? And here's where I'm going to just put a little bit of glue. If you are using score tape, use the thinnest score tape you have, or tape, or a tape runner, just because you want your pockets to be, you know, as wide as possible so you can stick your tags in there. Okay, so the thicker tape that you put in there, the smaller your pocket is going to be. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and flip that down. Now your pocket is going to be glued here and here. Okay, not over too much. Okay. And you're going to keep doing the same thing. So let me go ahead and take that off there. Okay. And so here's one pocket that we just made right here. Okay. And then here is our other pocket we just put together. Okay. Here. So you're just going to keep doing that, and then you're going to follow again. So you're going to open that next page up, and you're going to go ahead and put glue. You're going to go ahead and put glue here and here. Okay. And we're just going to go ahead and finish that out. You're going to open it up. So now your book is coming together. Okay. So now you've got this piece that we talked about that is folded. Okay, so then once you pass that piece, your next piece is an open again, like an open book. You're going to go ahead and glue the sides here and then on the bottom. So you're going to put glue here on the side and on the bottom. Okay. And again, as I'm doing this, I'm just burnishing that down. Okay. Then our next piece, here's our next pocket. It folds over like this. You're going to go ahead and put glue here on the way down here on this left side, and then on your right side. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and burnish that down. Okay. Then our last one, again, is going to be right here, and you're going to go ahead and burnish, or not burnish, you're going to put glue down this way, and then over, and then you can burnish it down. Okay. Now, there is our book. So our book is now put together and we have our pockets. So now your book should be like this, and you're going to have one piece right here. Now it's up to you how you want to do that. If you want to, you can go ahead and you could put a pull out here, or you could just glue it. Okay, it's totally up to you. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue mine shut. Okay, so there is your little book, and now you've got one, two. Where's this one? I'm going to open it up just a bit. Okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. You've got 6 pockets that we can put little tags in. Okay, so you can put little pictures in there. You can put little journaling tags, whatever you want to do. So, and I'm just using my bone folder to kind of open up my pockets. Okay, so now I've got this. So there are my two flaps right here that I need to get covered, or put my cover on the front and back. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this to the side, and then next what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and pick your paper that you want to be on your chipboard. So for my paper, I think I'm going to use this one. This is so cute. I don't know. I love this one too. So I'm really debating because I really like this. I love flowers. Y'all know that. So I think I'm going to do this one though, because that way I can put flowers on it. So okay. So then on this here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get some of our chipboard, okay? And I do have some chipboard from Tamara's shop, okay? And let me grab that, okay? And you're going to need to cut this by, you're going to need to cut it at 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, okay? So 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I'm going to grab this. My paper at 4 by 4. So I need 2 pieces that are 4 by 4. This adhered, I am going to use my score tape, and I'm using the 2-inch score tape that I got from Tamara's shop. So then I'm just going to go ahead and burnish everything down. And then you can go ahead and you can put your pieces in the middle of your squares. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and take off one side of my tape. Okay, and if the tape is folded, you can just cut that. So it's not a big, you just cut that piece off. So like right here, I'm not going to cut, I'm not going to, well, I guess I could, but if you have a big piece, like I have a big piece here, I'm just going to cut that off. So you could go ahead and just set that right in the middle of your square, just like that. Okay, burnish that down. And then this is where you're going to go ahead and I still go ahead and even though it's a little book, I still go ahead and kind of get my bone folder and I go around it just to make the little notches on it. Okay. Or notches around it, I should say, just so I know it's going to fold. Then I'm going to lift it up just a bit. Okay. And then to get this part in, we're going to go ahead and cut here. Okay. Or no, I'm sorry. We're going to cut straight along this line here. Okay. So you're going to get straight along that line. Okay. Just like that. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you are going to go ahead and cut inward. I think that's right. Sorry, guys. It's just like you were doing like what do you call it? Regular mini album. Cut there, and we're going to go ahead and cut there. So you'll have like little notches right here. So you're just going to go ahead and take off your rest of your score tape, or you're going to go ahead and use your glue. Okay, bring that little bottom in. Okay. Just like that. And then you're going to go ahead and fold those in, just like this. Okay. Just like that. Okay. And then if you wanted to, you could always, if your little tabs are sticking up or whatever, like mine are not glued down. Okay. See how they're there like that? You could go ahead and either cut them in just a bit, or you could just add your glue. Add a little bit of glue. And you're going to do the same thing to the other side, or to the other to the other square we've got there. Okay, so you're going to just do the same thing. Okay, so again, we're just going to go. You want to go ahead and just decide which one you want for your front, which one you want for your back. Okay, it doesn't really matter. And then you're going to go ahead and adhere your book to it. Make sure that you have the correct one facing up, because you want to make sure that your pockets are facing upward and not downward. So like these are all closed down here, and these are all open. So, okay, so to do that, what I did is I went ahead and just kind of gauged my little middle of my book and the square that I had opened. So I just went ahead and kind of left a little bit, and I just kind of laid it down a little. I want to say about 1/8 of an inch on each side, and from the top and the bottom, just to make sure that it was even. Okay, so it will look like that. So now it's adhered to my book. Okay, now to adhere this part, you want to make sure that it's going to be the same, you know, because you don't want to get it off center. So I just went ahead and actually stood mine up like this, and I just brought them together. Just like that. So I knew that they were, you know, oops, I don't know what's going on. And then you can have a closure. Now, one of the closures you can do is you could always go ahead and do a ribbon, and you could do 2 ribbons around this way, so they're like on the back. They're like your they would be like on your spine area, or you could go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and do like a little snap closure here. I thought that would be kind of cute. So you will need 2 magnets. Okay, and so there is your book, and then you can open it, and you're just going to burnish this down. Okay, and make sure that it's burnished down on your book, and then on the front of the book. Okay, so there is your book now. So now we're ready to just make the tags, and you can go ahead and decorate the inside however you want. You don't have to. You can just use it for pictures, and you know, however you want to decorate it. So for my tags, I thought I would just go ahead And I was going to see if I could use like some of these. Thought these were really super cute, and so I wanted to see. I had one out that I cut. There you go. So like here, I don't know if they'll fit in there or not. Yeah, they're kind of a little big. So for our pockets, okay, your measurement for your tags to go in your pocket, I would do them at 2 3/4. And then depending on how much you want sticking out, I would do them at 3 inches. 2, 3 1/4. You could do 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. So, let's see. So if I wanted to, let's see here. So if you wanted to use the tags that are in your paper, this way is 2 1/2, okay, from the inside of the border to the inside of the border here, okay. So that's 2 1/2, and then this way is about 3 1/2 inches. So if we cut off the border, okay, if we cut out the border, okay, so there's your little card. That's how big it would be to stick out of your book. So you could cut it down some. So you could always cut like a little bit off here, and then a little bit off on here, and that might give you almost 3/4. So it's actually 3 by 3/8. So, and that's still not bad. So I think that looks pretty cute. So again, you could just keep cutting them until they're where you want them. So there you go. So that is at 3 3/4 by 2 1/2, which fits perfectly in there. So, and then I am going to go ahead and use our little tag maker to make this into a little tag. So I'll grab that, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. And again, if you want this little tag maker, you could just go ahead and grab this over at Tamara's shop. It's over at Scrapbookers. And then I'm going to go ahead and set this at, I'm going to do G. So I'm going to go ahead and do G. Just drag my little blade over, turn my tag around, put it at G again. Oops, there we go. And there's my little tag. So that was nice, super quick and easy. So there is my little tag, my first little tag. So there's that. And then, of course, if you wanted to, you could always, I like the lines on this paper, so I'm going to leave it, because usually I'll cover like with plain paper and for journaling, but I'm going to go ahead and leave mine just like this for, for journaling. So if you wanted to, you could add some ribbon, and we've got some of this beautiful seam binding or little ribbon that is really super pretty from Tamara's shop. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut some of this. This is so dainty, you guys. I love this. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut some of that. I'm going to go ahead and poke my hole in my tag. Just measure that up right there. that, and then stick that in my book. And there is my tag. So that's how I'm going to do my tags in here. And then for the inside of the book, we can embellish that however you want. So because we do have little tiny pieces on from the add-on, we have little tiny pieces. Oh my gosh. We can go ahead and really decorate these pages. So stinking cute. So we can also, if we don't have something small enough, we can always fussy cut it. So we can always do that too. Plus we've got stickers here and we've got borders. So we can do some really nice text spots and things. And I've got some items over here. Something just dropped on the floor, but I don't know what it was. So, and you can always use your scraps. So if you have scraps, so for a little album like this, it does not take much. Just to go ahead and, like this right here, would be a really cute photo mat. So you could just turn that over and there's your photo mat right there. Okay, and this size right here is it's up to you. This is 2 1/8 by 2 1/2. So it's totally up to you how you want to do yours. If you want to do them 2 1/8 by 2 1/2, that's fine. But that would be super cute right there. I want to go ahead. I think this is crooked a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and straighten it out. Okay, so that's straightened out a little bit. Okay. So that would just go right there. And then here I'm going to do like a little text spot here. And don't forget about our these little borders. You can still use these borders. So like if you wanted to do a little text spot right here, just go ahead and grab let's see, a little border. And I'm thinking, let's see here. You can hold up your book. That's the nice thing about these little books is that you can actually kind of measure out, you know, how long you want something. So here. So because I'm going to use this as a text spot, I'm going to go ahead and stick this on top of one of my scraps that I've got. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and lay it down and then cut around it. So it will be a text spot. And then I'll just glue the bottom part of that. Okay. And, okay guys, well I have to go and then I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So for this here, I'm going to go ahead and I went ahead and made a little text spot, put this on the back of a scratch piece of paper and then cut around it. And then I'm going to go ahead and just attach that right there. So I'm just going to put like a little bit of glue. So I'm just adding like a little teeny tiny bit of glue right on the bottom part of that. Okay. I'm just sliding that over and down. Okay. So there is a little text spot right there. So, whoops. I can go ahead and stick a little tag or something there. Okay. So that is awesome. So I am, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and zoom in just a bit so you guys can see more of what I'm doing with the book. And I hope that you guys can see that. Okay, so, all right, so now I'm just going to go ahead and you can use these little phones that are in that add-on packet. You can add these as little tags too. So, I mean, they're small enough to fit in here, so they're so stinking cute. So, so I think that's what I'm going to do. And I think I might just go ahead and kind of back that up with one of these pieces of paper. Just so it has some, like, something pretty on it. I don't know. I guess I really don't need to, though. Because it's, I mean, it's so cute by itself. So I'm just going to add one here. And then I'm going to go ahead and this little jar right here is so stinking cute. So that's going to go up there too. And then right here, I went ahead and did this little guy. And I think I'm going to make like a little border for this. So I think I want to go ahead and put, where's that pink? Yes. So I'm going to add some of this pink. So I am actually going to go ahead and just cut this at 3 inches. Okay. 3 inches. And I'm not really, because I need it as a border. So basically I'm going to add this as a border to my little picture. So I actually could cut it at like 2 3/4 if I wanted to. So that's going to be for my picture. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that on there like that. I don't want it too big. I'm not going to use that on there. So what about this one? This one looks pretty big. Look, this one looks pretty too. And sometimes if you put too much glue on your paper, it'll, like, I don't want to say buckle, but it really kind of makes it curl. So be careful when you guys do that, because I do that a lot. But this glue, I would never trade it, ever. This glue is just awesome, guys. Okay, so there is that. Just need to cut off a bit of this here. That. So there is my little mat for my picture. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on there. So stick that right there in the middle part. And then, you know, your tags can be like for, you know, to say anything about the pictures that are going on, you know, what's going on in your pictures on here. So, you know, that kind of is nice to have those tags on there. And then you can add like a little heart or a little flower, whatever you want in here. And I think that these little flowers are so stinking cute. So there's this yellow one, and it matches the little flower that's in here. So I think I might go ahead and stick that right there. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of glue a little bit of it down, because I want to have it as like a little tuck spot. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the back of that one. and put happy, and then move on to the next page. So I am going to go ahead and fast forward through this part because I think y'all get on how to decorate your pages and everything. And of course, it's your book, and you can decorate it however you want. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this part, okay? Okay, so we have all of our book done, and then as far as like embellishing for or matting for our photos. And just to let you know, I did all of my photo mats. The blue and the pinks are 2.5 by 2.5, and then I did the matte top part. I did at 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. So they all fit in there perfectly. You can do yours a little bit bigger if you wanted to do like 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. You can do that, and then do 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. That will give you bigger pictures. But I'm just doing some little ones. So and then I'm going to go ahead and make my my little tags. We're going to go ahead and do a little closure real quick. So for the closure, I think what I'm going to do is I thought, I was going to use this like little arrow. I thought that might be cute. Not sure how it will stay. But I thought it would be cute to have that as the closure. And so I think by doubling it up, it will make it a little stronger. This one is not the same size. This one's a little bit bigger, so maybe we'll use this one. This one is a little smaller, and I don't know if I have another one that is this big, because I'm actually doing another project with this, and it's a super cute project, so not sure. So let's use this one, and then we're going to use where's that blue that had the looking for the blue one, the arrows on the back of it. Oh, I didn't use it all. Oh, you know what? I did use it all because it had the cameras on the back of it. So yeah. So we don't have that one. So let's go ahead and we're just gonna back it with one of these. So we'll just back it with the pink on there. I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down, okay? And then we're actually going to attach a magnet to it. So there will be a magnet here and then a magnet in here, okay? So I am going to go ahead and get some cleaning of my desk done, and then I will be right back. Hi guys, so okay, so I went ahead and did my magnets, and I'm going to go ahead and put this little arrow on a scratch piece of paper, okay? And so what I did was I went ahead and mounted my magnet on the back of the arrowhead here. I put some sticky foam right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and take that off. And then I'm going to attach this to my piece of paper here. Okay. Now you can do, you know, if you want, you have a different way you want to do your closure, that's fine. I just thought this would be super cute, and you know, I like using a lot of the you know, paper items that we get in our kits. I like to use them a lot in my designs. So I just thought this would be super cute. So but if you have like one of those latches or whatever, you can go ahead and get one of those, and you know, you can go ahead and use one of those if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and just, like I said, I'm cutting this out, And then I have my other magnet over here on the side, and I'm actually going to go ahead and attach that to my top part here. And then we'll go ahead and use some paper to cover that. So, some people, they don't cover, their magnets, and some people do. I think it's just all a preference on, what you want your book to look like, or, So, okay, so there is my arrow. Okay, and then I do have my little magnet here. It's got the glue on it. So, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down here. Okay, I'm attaching this here. Well, I'm not attaching it yet. Okay, I'm just putting it there. And then I'm going to wrap this around. Okay, and it does have the foam tape, so it's going to be a little stiff. I guess I should have. I didn't think about that. Foam tape on it. You want to round it out just a bit. Okay. So, again, you just want to work your paper. Just get your finger and, round out your little stem here. Okay. And then, so I want to go ahead and put this here, just like that. Okay. And then I want to go ahead and wrap, just not very tight, just a little bit. Okay. I don't want to do it too tight. And then I just want to go ahead and lay my magnet down. So my magnet's right there. Okay. And then I can go ahead and lift it up, and now it's down on my cover. Okay. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cover this. And for my cover, I don't know. I mean, I thought we could use one of these cards because it's so stinking cute. But I really I just like some of this other stuff too. So I haven't really decided yet. You know what? I think I'm just going to use the ephemera to cover it. I think that's what I'm going to do. So for our little latch here, I'm going to go ahead and use, I would use score tape. You can use your glue if you want to. I'm going to use one of these little super strong glue dots that I've got. So these things are like super mega strong. I don't know what they're made out of, but they're super strong. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my arrow back here. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this around here. And there we go. So there is our little closure for our book. And then we can go ahead and decorate here. And I can go ahead and put some items here. And I think, let's see here. I don't know if that'll work. We have this cute little buggy here. What's that? That's not going to work. Okay. So we have this, and I think I want to pop this up here. And I am going to go ahead and just put it down here like this, because I want to get the smallest camera and go ahead and put the camera up here on it, like that, okay? So I think that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. pockets and they get a little stiff. Okay, I'm just grabbing my bone folder and kind of opening it up a little bit so my cards will stick down in there. Okay, it seems like after after everything gets glued on and stuff, it kind of becomes a little stiff. So you just need to go ahead and stick your bone folder in there and open that up and it'll work. So, and then I'm just sticking in all my tags right now, and then we are done. So, so there is your guys' book. So I hope you guys like it. I hope you try it. It turned out super, super cute. I'm loving this little tiny ribbon that Tamara sent us. So stinking cute. It's really dainty, you guys. I'm loving it. Yeah, so we decorated each item, each page in our little binder here, and our little album, a little mini album. So again, this is made with the Doodlebug Hello Craftology kit for June, and so we put a magnet right there, right for the closure, and then it opens up, and then we have two of our little tags here, and they're just the little odds and ends from the add-on, and then we decorated each little page that we had here, and my mats were all 2.5 by 2.5, and then the little mats that sat on top of that were 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. Or no, I'm sorry, they were 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. And then added some little stickers and some of the little, like I said, odds and ends around them, and made some little text spots for our pictures, and turned out super cute. So, and then of course we have all of our little tags. So all of our little tags fit in there really nice and neat. And we can pull them out, I think. Oh, you know what? This one's stuck to it. Oh no. So that one is stuck in there. So I will have to try to figure that out. But all of these other tags pull out. Okay. And then you can put them back in, and then you can journal on the back of those as well. So I really like that paper that you can do that with. And then again, it closes just like that. So we have all of our little tags here. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you guys like this project, and I hope that you try it. If you do, go ahead and just give me a shout out. And you can also join us over at Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.